Hi, GEEDRO'S here and welcome to second stage of Beta Grand Prix on GEEDRO'S Marbles and Tracks. This time we're holding on a bigger track nearly in Odessa beaches of Ukraine. I'm here today with my friend Anton. Say hello, Anton.
Yes, hello.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! The order of race starting positions are based on the results of the last race. Since 3D Loukazik won his last race on the first stage, he takes the early advantage. On hard type of tires. Right behind him is the wreckage from Alejo GD, Frost, and Xeno. Speaking of that, since Anton commenced me with the first time, let me introduce him to our today's participants. Here we have 3D Loukazik from Canada under number 299. He's the winner of the last race. And right behind him, here goes Frost under number 200. Oh, he overtakes! Well, it's pretty obvious. He got soft-type tires. Soft-type tires are giving slight advantage in speed, but they wear out very fast. You can clearly see the tires bar wearing out already.
Also, we can see number 3 takes the lead position.
It's top 3 position. Speaking of 3 positions, here's our racer from Venezuela, Snakey Joel. He's known as the director of the Friday Night Funkin' mod versus Sonic XZ Return of the Dead. I'm gonna say most of the racers here are parts of Friday Night Funkin' community. Like this one over here, Game Wars from United States, known the holder of Ruby of Despair himself. Behind him we can see we have Machine Gun Maniac and Magroot Beer. These two are the couple, by the way. Behind them is Alejo GD, the creator of Ale Engine and Weekend Afternoon Extended, who was the champion in Friday Night Funkin' Metro. And in the last place currently goes Xeno Dasta from Indonesia. Okay.
I think Xeno will overtake in the next laps.
Okay. Oh, we already reached the 5th lap, which means it's time for pit stop. Racers are randomly reassigned the tire of types and regenerating health, fuel, and tires.
Yes, but this type of track doesn't have pit stop.
Well, there, yeah, we don't. Yeah, well, you can see that there are currently... there is no actual pits, as you can see. Instead of that, we're just turning off some kind of regenerative field. Because on my level of programming, it's currently the only I can do. Sorry. Okay, whoa, look at this. We're having a wreckage here. And Machine Gun Maniac, who was just on 6th place just a few seconds ago, takes the lead. But Loukazik still fights, and so does Frost. Oh, Loukazik takes back the position.
Yes, and Canadian men have the lead for 7 laps.
Okay, a wreckage. Also, I would like to explain one gimmick here. The leader here the current leader of the race has a health drain feature. It gradually loses health based on how far is it from the last leader. So we can see it. So we can see that the gap between last racer and the leader are already 9.5 seconds. So it means that the leader is approximately losing 0.8 health points per second. Okay, Game Wars. Oh, look at that! Snakey Joel and Game Wars just pressuring. Loukazik pressured between Game Wars and Mojo, but not anymore. Now Game Wars is pressured Magroot Beer. There's a wreckage going on here. I would really advise them to be careful on this race because if you run out of health completely, the racer will be eliminated from the race. Permanently. Well, Not really permanently, but it won't be able to race, and even pit stop won't regenerate its health, so it'll just be stuck on the track until the end of the race. Oh, Mac takes the lead! Where's Loukazik now? He's on 5th place, fighting against Machine Gun Maniac, who was also in the leading position a few seconds ago. I mean, few laps ago, sorry. Meantime, another pit stop ended. Mac Root Beer decided to soft type tires and keeps increasing the gap between other racers.
Yes, unfortunately, how we can see, Luke lost its leadership position that we held for 8 laps.
Okay, well, we still have hopes. The gap is not... We still have hopes. The gap between last racer and the leader is not very big, only like 7 seconds. That's not a lot, to be honest, which means that even on the soft tires, the leader can feel pretty confidently. One thing though, since hard tire types have higher endurance but reduce the speed, that eventually Xeno or Alejo GD might catch up with the leader. We made everything, so every single racer had a chance to win. So their results would be completely randomized. Okay, we can see the battle between Frost and Mac Root Beer.
I think we have new leader, Mac,
Okay.
who will hold the leader position for minimum 10 laps.
Okay. Oh, there's a collision which saved the leadership. We can clearly see Frost approaching, but he's colliding with other racers a little bit too much. That might him. Oh, Moji takes the lead. Wow. Okay, now Frost overtakes, going into the inner curve of the track. Let's see how other racers are doing. Well, currently they're going in almost perfect parade. Oh, Machine Gun Maniac just overtook her girlfriend. Okay. Oh, we have another pit stop time. Frost just got reassigned to soft tires, rears, and tires, and has some issues with handling right now. Well, I don't blame him. It's not really easy to stay on the center of the road when you reassign from hard type tires to soft top tires, or maybe it was medium. I don't know. I kind of forgot. Well, we can see Alejo GD is really too far from the other races, and hard type after and reassigning to hard type tires really gotta increase the gap. Well, on the other hand, as I told you already, the more the gap, the farther you are from the last racer, the more health you're gonna lose. But don't worry, enough to drain feature, you won't go beyond 25% of your health, though you're not still safe from collisions. The other racers are still going in almost perfect line, like in parades or something. Well, it's no wonder. It's entire 3 seconds between Machine Gun Maniac and Frost. It's insane. Well, since Machine Gun Maniac as a leader loses.
And what I told that Xena was on last position and now he's in 6th position.
Well, he was in pre-last position. There's no way he would... He was in the last position, like... Or... Snakey Joel just overtook him, never mind. But anyway, the gap is still pretty big between Xeno and LGD. Well, I don't think Frost is going to catch up with Machine Gun Maniac soon. They both got soft tires. Or maybe we can... Machine Gun Maniac missed drifts. And now it's time for another pit stop. Let's see what... Okay, the top 3 racers are getting hard tire racers and now soft tire racers. Machine Gun Maniac! Wow, look at her go! She goes in insane speed and now is gonna overtake. And she did. Machine Gun Maniac also about to be overtook by Moji. Well, it's not pretty... It's not really surprising, to be honest. Okay, Mag goes pretty smooth with the handling. Look at her! Look at how smoothly she just goes over through the... Now what about that U-turn? She just nails it.
So
Pretty solid. Another smooth turn. Oh look, LGD is no longer in the last place. He overtook. Oh, hard.
we have crash. We have a little bit crash on the turn.
Okay, the gap is increasing between LGD, Xeno, and Snaky Joel. Snaky Joel and Xeno are colliding each other, draining each other's health.
They have hard fight.
Yeah, they hard fights, but you gotta be careful. We just left pits. We just left pit stop time. Don't get yourself eliminated. Yeah, the current physics setup there, that the car always try to hold themselves on the center of the road. Okay, it's currently really hard to tell if the gap between Machine Gun Maniac and Moji is increasing. I can say it is because, well, it's obvious at this. Oh, they're approaching. Who will overtake Mag? Who'll overtake Mag would be first. Machine Gun Maniac did, and both overtook at the same time, almost at the same time. And now Loukazik gonna overtake as well. And we enter an extra pit stop. Top 3, all top 3 on their soft tires. The guns to. They gotta increase the gap significantly, which will obviously cause to more health loss. The racers currently have some problems with handling. Oh, look at that. Moji seems to be like crawling on the inner curve of the track. Loukazik did a harsh misdrift. Moji almost overtook him. But Canadian has everything under control. For now. Oh, look at that. We have another intense battle here. We have Alejo, Xeno, and Frost battling each other. No, Frost almost touches the wall. That drifting move was spectacular. Okay, we're gonna see some kind of... Whoa, did you see that? Frost just pierced through that turn, overtaking 2 racers at the same time. It's incredible.
We again have hard fight between Algo, Frame, and Xeno.
It's LGD.
LGD. I'm sorry.
GD here stands for Geometry Dash. Alejo is not just a part of Friday Night Funkin' community, but Geometry Dash apparently as well. Though I haven't seen a Geometry Dash related commentary on content on his channel lately, but it doesn't really matter for now. Oh, look at that! Machine Gun Maniac is battling for the leadership against Loukazik.
Oh, Canadian man took back his leader position.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
And
Loukazik goes inside and takes back the lead. Okay, overtaking through inner curve of the road is pretty impressive. But now Or maybe not now, there is the pit stop time. Loukazik stays on middle type, just like he was. But he gets overtaken by soft type racers. Oh, whoa, what is going on back there? Xeno, Alejo, and Snakey Joel still fighting each other at the last positions. Yeah, colliding on the last positions isn't really good idea. It gotta slow you down and if not get you eliminated. So in certain conditions, the racers who are too far from the leader might get temporary immunity to collisions, which means you don't lose health when you hit the wall or other racers. That will be pretty hard to explain. I can't just get out of my head right now. Maybe I'll explain it in the separate video or something. Okay, there are currently no wreckages, no battles. Another perfect line. Well, we currently see Frost fighting against Meg, but the gap seems to be... Oh, the gap between them is increasing for now, as we can easily look closer.
I think no. I think it doesn't change.
Well, if we can look at the timers, we can...
Now it is increasing. Yeah.
"5 seconds between leader and last race. It's a record. Okay. Oh, looks like we're gonna have a wreckage between like 5 racers or something. It's Moji, Loukazik, Machine Gun Manic, Snakey Joel, and Alejo. Well, Alejo is not close enough. It just goes there. But apparently he just needs to pass through wreckage to reach somewhere. Okay, time for another pit stop. Oh, not a single soft type racer. That's interesting. You know, I still wait for the event while all racers will have one type of tires. I would really like to see what would happen then. Someone has messaged me on Discord, but I'll check that out later. I hope it's not something really important or anything. Maybe it's a message from Moji himself. Before starting recording this race, I saw him online. That's pretty rare sight, to be honest. Usually I see him like in invisible status, like invisible status in Discord. It's like when you pretend to be offline, just so nobody would bother you. We'll check that. Gotta check that later. Well, look at that. We're having a wreckage here. What is going on between? Well, Alejo and Frost are I'm sorry for saying that. That wasn't really appropriate. Are battling each other for right in front of the leader. Behind the leader, I would rather say. Last racer in leader, 3 seconds. Wow. Looks like we really gonna have a wreckage here. I hope no one gets eliminated here. And honestly, such a little gap between the leader and last racer gonna really gonna give us an advantage, because the tire endurance is balanced and health doesn't drain really fast. Well, we'll see. On the other hand, it also means that on the next pit stop, one of the Xeno or Frost, for example, will change to soft tire. They may actually get a chance to get back to leading positions. Anton, can you tell me how much time have passed since I recorded this?
I think 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Or 20 minutes. Yes, not a little bit.
Well, doesn't sound like a lot. I think I think we're fine. Oh, look at this. We have a wreck. There's a wreckage. Whoa, did you see that was a misdrift, but somehow that misdrift increased Xeno 2 positions ahead. It's insane. Overtakes another racer. Xeno makes it to top 4. Well, just like I told you, if someone would change to soft type racer from the lower positions, they might actually go somewhere really high. Look at that, Xeno is top 3 already, but he's way too far from Alejo and Machine Gun Maniac. Therm is drifting, while Xeno smoothly goes to that turn. Oh, he goes too close to the wall and suffers a misdrift. Wow, look at that. Not only Alejo just overtook Machine Gun Maniac, but made a pretty huge gap. 2 seconds. It's impressive. You know, I gotta confess to you guys, I wanted to do a commentary narration in first race as well, but I was doing it alone and it ended up to be terrible, so I had to do without commentating. But here with my friend Anton, even though he doesn't talk much with the wide eye, but I feel much more confident talking.
You told about everything, and I just a little details. Tell about details.
Well, it makes me feel more confident. You're like a moral support to me. That's also very valuable. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Who's gonna? Okay. Who is going to get out of this wreckage? We can see Moji rapidly losing his health. But I hope he doesn't lose out before the next pit stop will be just in few moments. And here we go. The pit stop has started, everything is fine. And Moji is the only one with soft tires. Looks like he's about to overtake. He's about to take the leadership. The pit stop time hasn't ended yet. Oh no. He got pushed away by 2 racers. Soft tire must give him a slight advantage in terms of speed. Let's see if he can. Okay, he does a smooth turn and overtakes. Well, that turn wasn't as good as the last one. Loukazik doesn't go easy on him. Okay, let's see how these two go. They seem to be racing, but it's not... It doesn't really look like a battle, it looks like just a friendly competition. Well, it's not surprising, they're a couple after all. And yet again, we have another wreckage. Another real wreckage, we have a duel. Moji and Snakey Joel, Machine Gun Maniac and Loukazik. And what about Alejo? He just chills in the first place, having hard tires, and health drain is not very big because the gap is only 7 seconds. You know, you really start noticing how fast the health drains of the leader if the interval reaches like 20 seconds or something.
I saw that we have new leader.
I know, it's still Alejo. Snakey Joel and Loukazik just can't stick out of each other. You gotta focus on overtaking the leader. Okay. Snake Joel sticks out. The gap is increasing. Everyone goes to the straight line. Time for another pit stop. Okay, so the 4 racers in a row behind Alejo are middle types, so at least one of them is gonna overtake. Look at that, they seem to be approaching. Well, look at it. Another smooth turn. Another smooth turn by Xeno. Mag does a smooth turn. And another one. But that U-turn might be a problem. Alejo has some problems too. He has a missed drift. Outer curve, smooth turn, great. But looks like the gap just keeps. Oh wait, less than a second. The wreckage continues. We can see how hard Mag tries to overtake Alejo. But currently, before this pit stop, everything she can really rely on is on Alejo's missed drifts, if Alejo does enough errors. But with his hard type racers, it's not very likely, because hard tires make it easier to handle a car. Oh, that was a harsh missed drift. Let's take a closer look. Is the gap increasing or decreasing? Oh, it's decreasing. Max approaching. Look at that. And here he goes. I don't remember if Mac has been in top 1 in this race. I don't remember, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter now. Let's see how long she'll be able. Inner curve, smooth turns through outer curve, really. Okay, we had another pit stop, and Alejo goes to soft type. Early advantage, he increases the gap between. Well, not now. Mag does smooth turns on U-turn. Oh, harsh missed drift, wall collision.
Gap is increasing, and is so increasing because of this turn.
Snake Joel did a harsh missed drift, but it didn't stop him from me. After all these battles for first place, Mac is overtaken by Loukazik, Snake Joel, and apparently Machine Gun Maniac too. Let's see. Oh, not yet. That specific turn saved her from being on the second half of the list. Machine Gun Maniac pushes Mac forward. Machine Gun Maniac overtook Mac and she goes to the second half of the list. Snake Joel, on the other hand, might change the race right now. Even though both racers have some problems with handling. Come on,
Race now it not was my thoughts before it.
Yeah, there were too much missteers.
Yes.
There were too much missteers. It's like a little bit too many missteers for a half-worn. Oh, whoa. That's a harsh misdrift. Okay, let's see. The gap is decreasing. Just about to overtake. He goes to the outer curve and yes,
He finally did it.
Someone have. Yeah. The amount of
Who is
time.
your favorite in this race?
Okay, we have Moji at the last place. The gap between Frost is approximately 2-3 seconds. Okay, Snakey Joel about to open another pit stop. Snakey Joel stays on soft tires, LGD on hard tires, and you gotta join the wreckage with Machine Gun Maniac, Macroot Beer, and Loukazik. Oh, the wreckage is over. Snakey Moji about to miss drift. Loukazik gets out of the wreckage on the second place. Let's see how it goes against Snakey Joel. Will he be able to be a leader for a little bit longer? For now, let's just spectate this. Another wreckage we hear. We have Alejo, Machine Gun Maniac, Xeno, and Frost. Okay, Xeno gets out of the wreckage. He makes it to the first half of the list, but there are like 3 seconds between Mac. It's a lot. Loukazik has now some chances to overtake. Has a health advantage. Yeah, I forgot to mention that both health and tires has some affection to your... Oh, affection, the effect. The health and tires are effects to speed performance. When health and tires are wearing, it affects the speed. It makes the cars gradually slower as well. Loukazik overtook. Snakey Joel might take it back. Oh no, he didn't. Okay. Loukazik is currently losing health. Mac has nearly full health bar and more tires endurance than other two. But it's almost time for pit stop. Loukazik switches to metal type. We can see some really interesting battles. Snakey Joel overtakes again. But he misdrifts. Still in the first place. Whoa, that was an interesting turn. That was the smoothest turn I have ever seen. Makaba's about to overtake. She's approaching. And the battle. Wow. First place. If I ever gotta make any highlights, I gotta include that. It was too cool. Snakey Joel takes back. Goes to... Oh. Yeah, it's really hard.
The first is come back now. For the first position.
Yeah, the physics in this simulation is weird because in races, usually going in inner curve would give you an advantage, but here it's slightly different. When you go to the outer curve of the road, it's easier to steer and sometimes lets you just pierce through the enemy. His drifts, Alejo approaches. The gap just doesn't seem to decrease yet. Though LGD has now advanced in terms of health and tires endurance. Alejo overtakes again. Three persons are battling. Machine Gun Manning the smooth turns. Well, not this time. Alejo opens the pit stop. But who's gonna close it? We have only like 2 seconds of gap for a soft type racer is not a lot. Maybe he managed to overtake Alejo before pit stop closes. That might be useful. Well, maybe not. And on top of that, Frost does a missteer. We got another wreckage. Featuring Xeno, Snakey Joel, Mac, Loukazik, and Moji. Gamers. Another smooth turn from Mac, which later helped reach top 3. Mac does probably the best turns in this race. It's incredible. While the boys behind her having a wreckage, she smoothly passes the road, trying to overtake Frost and Alejo. Both leaders do misdrift. Perfect turn. There looks like there's gonna be some wreckage on the first half of the leaderboard. Frost, Mac, Xeno. Oh, look at that. Frost got on the first position. Antoner is still there. I already worried there were some problems with Discord. Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, you're here. Too.
No, we don't have all on Discord.
Okay, then let's continue. We have already passed 70. It's already a 74th lap. How time flies.
Gap is decreasing. Gap is decreasing. So
gap is decreasing. Alejo, it overtakes again.
Yes, we have all racers. They're too close for each other.
Another perfect turn from Mac. Oh, that was some bounce. That was some impressive bounce back from the road. Such bounce back can really save you from misdrift punishments. Oh, not this one. Alejo gains soft tires and gotta increase the gap a little bit. Okay, we currently have no wreckages going on here, if you don't count the battle between Machine Gun Manic and Game Wars. Okay, Moji overtakes, which is top 3. We have 2 seconds gap between Mac and Snakey Joel. Yeah, too bad. Mac's turns were... Mac's steers and drifts were just something. You probably would... I would assume that impressive moves would help her to, I don't know, to hold at least on first half of the list, but it is what it is. Okay, we're about to have a wreckage. Snakey Joel, Game Wars, Xeno, and Machine Gun Maniac. Okay, we have one more lap left before the intense phase appears. Well, intense phase doesn't really affect in racing, it just it just switches playlist and the music sounds more epic. Speaking of music, I would like to apologize that some of the songs here are AI generated. We're gonna fix that in the future eventually. Okay. Oh, Loukazik overtakes, takes the leadership, and opens the intense phase of the race. Mac reaches to the first half.
Meanwhile, we have 80 laps behind us and remain just 20 laps, and we have the Canadian man.
Look at this! 5 seconds!
position.
5 seconds of gap.
Yes, it's a lot. I think we have winner.
Man, with only 20 laps left, I feel like
7 seconds gap.
Loukazik might win again. Second time in a row. It's not a prediction, but just a little feeling. I currently only 18% sure about that. 18% because we have 18 laps left already.
Yes.
How is this? Some of you might ask, how is this possible to have like such big gap between a little and second place? It's not even last place. Well, looks like some of the racers have suffered a checkpoint miscalibration during certain kind of collisions, which might make the car go a few checkpoints back. That can happen sometimes, but this time we didn't have a possibility to see that. Well, fortunately, don't forget that leader's health is gradually draining, which means other racers have some other chances to change the situation. Mag just drifts on the straight road. Smooth turn. Yeah, they're currently going very, very slow. They're almost ran out of tires. Another pit stop time, and look at that. Loukazik changes to soft tires, while Mac on hard tires. And it's gonna be some few more seconds to the gap. But we'll see. We see another wreckage between M. Whoa, yes, that's what exactly I was talking about. The checkpoint miscalibration happened in front of our eyes right now. Moji is now 40 seconds behind the leader. That's gonna drain a lot of health from Loukazik.
We have gap with first and last position. It is 15 seconds, and it's a lot, I think. Oh, gap is decreasing. No, it's increasing. 4 seconds.
It must decrease by now. It decreases because Loukazik is still losing health. Okay, the racers are going smoothly, confidently approaching. The gap is decreasing steadily between Alejo GD and Loukazik. A missed drift, that might be a problem.
2 seconds gap.
Frost
3 seconds. 3.54. And we have 12 laps remain.
It's actually 13 because the interface doesn't show how many laps left, but how many they didn't show how many laps they have passed. They show which lap is it now. It's 89th lap, which means we have 12 laps left. So now we have 12 laps left. Oh, look at that! While I was talking here, they almost reached the leader. It's time for another pit stop.
Yes.
Alejo changes to soft tires. Only 1 second gap. Alejo has a lot of chances right now.
And again, Canadian man was lost his leader position. And we have another leader now.
Well, he might not
interesting
win this
as well.
race, but in fact that he's in top 3, that might keep him in first place on the result boards. We'll see that later. We have only 10 laps left.
Yes. And we don't know exactly who will win the race.
Alejo still hasn't overtook the Frozen. Well... Oh, he seems to be approaching. We can clearly see the gap. Let's zoom out a little bit. The green phrase covers the whole thing. Now we can see a little bit clearer. We can clearly see the decreasing gap between them. Look. We can... Outer curve. Almost. Okay, alright.
0.2 left. Oh, I'm sorry, gap
Oh, missed drift.
between first
He
and
almost
second
got it.
position.
Loukazik also gets involved into this intense battle. Alejo. Oh, Alejo overtakes.
And it's an interesting fight.
We have just 1 lap left before another pit stop. Loukazik just might overtake Alejo at this point because he has both advantage in terms... Well, no. Slight disadvantage in health, but advantage in terms of tires. Oh, look at that. Alejo pushes Loukazik in the inner curve. Oh, wow. Okay, time for another pit stop. On the final lap, we'll have 1 final pit stop. We'll see how that changes the situation. The real wreckage, Xeno overtakes. And well, one thing I know for sure, if Xeno wins the race and Loukazik will end up in 2nd place, the number of total points in the table will be equal. Oh, checkpoint miscalibration.
Oh.
Wow, that's a lot of check.
What?
Wow, how on the last 4 laps, it's a harsh miscalibration. That's very unfortunate moment. Meanwhile, Frost overtakes the leadership.
And Xeno will start in the 8th position and will end in the 8th position.
Alejo, GD, and Frost are battling. Alejo takes the leadership again. Frost goes inside and inner curve, leadership. Smooth turn. But the gap is decreasing. Yeah, Frost won't give away that position that easily. He pushes into the outer curve. Just look at this. Frost here is stubborn, to be sure. He really doesn't want to give the first position to Alejo. Well, Alejo stays anyway. We have 2 laps left. And just at the last moment, look at that. We can see Loukazik
Yes.
overtaking the position pretty steadily.
Take the good position.
Just the moments between a final lap. It might be the second consecutive win from the Loukazik. Okay, we're heading to the final lap. Final pit stop. Alejo gets soft tires. He has the last chance to overtake Loukazik. Let's see. Kinda not.
I think Loukazik will win the
really-
race.
Okay. Another
But
misdrift.
we have
Approaching!
still one.
Okay, last turn! Oh! Loukazik gets the second consecutive win! Second place, Alejo GD. Third place, Machine Gun Maniac. Fourth place, Naked Joel. 5-star Mac, FrostGem, Moji, and last place, Xeno. Wow. Loukazik wins again. That will be very hard. It will be very hard work for other racers in the next race. Alright guys, thank you for watching the second stage of
Thank you for that.
better Grand Prix of GEEDRO'S Marbles and Tracks. It was GEEDRO and Anton here. See you next week. Goodbye.